G'day, Ben from Melbourne here, and today is the fourth instalment of the Neighbours. That's right, my favourite New Zealand music from our friends across the ditch from Australia. Wearing my Flying Nun t-shirt in honour of all of the great music that's come out of that country. Alright, let's get straight into it with the Gordons. Now, you see that? Yes. Gordons formed in Christchurch around 1980. They've got like a edgy post-punk, even just a semi kind of industrial sound. These members from this band went on to join bands like the Skeptics and Belter Space. Great stuff. In 2013, in fact, this is a reissue actually, was named a New Zealand classic album at the, what is it called? The Tate Awards. So this is a great reissue. Here, what does it say on there? Yeah, includes a 7-inch of their legendary 3-song debut EP, Future Shock. And that is legendary. I'll show you the inside. Pretty cool. I like the little stick man on there. And on this side, I think that's the right way. Lovely stuff. And did I say what this was on? Don't believe I did. 7-2 Records, I think it is. Which I'll show you on the 7-inch. That's the Future Shock EP that comes with it. So that's 7.2. I think I might have that wrong. Anyway, hopefully I'll work that out and flash something up on the screen about there. Here's the disc. Cool stuff. Great band. If you like your Belter Space and Skeptics, you're gonna find a lot to like here. One more time, Gordons. Righto, next we're gonna go with the Great Unwashed. Now, this was the offshoot of The Clean with David and Hamish Kilgore, when they were having a little rest from The Clean for a few years, because of course The Clean came out with 7-inch and a few 7-inches, I suppose, and a couple of EPs, and then called it a day, I suppose, at the time. And then, Hamish and David went and formed the Great Unwashed. Great band. As far as I know, this is just a one-off on Exiled Records. As always, the cool artwork on there. There we go. So that's what you do when you have a rest. Make a great record. Next, the Builders, formed in 1980. I think this album, Beaten Hearts, came out in 83. Before this, there's several 7-inches and EPs that led up to this. Chris Knox appears. Indie rock band. Great stuff. Like indie rock of that era, early 80s, which is a bit more rough around the edges than the indie rock we know of the last 10, 20 years. Cool cover. Grapefruit Records, this one's on. And here's the vinyl. That old fella's head on the label. And now, one of the legendary ones. Got a few things by the Bats. So, very influential band, of course, like the Clean and the Verlaines and the Chills. They're the big ones from that era. Even though these guys were from Christchurch, they strongly tied to that Dunedin sound with Robert Scott, having also played with the Clean. Yeah, these guys probably sit more in the pop dreamscape kind of sound of things compared to like that clattering noisy sound of some of the other indie bands from that era, and some who still had that post-punk sound. This is a Flying Nun reissue of the EP. Sorry, I didn't say of the EP By Night. Kind of looks like Steve Kilbey on the front, weirdly, from The Church. And here's the vinyl. Pretty cool blue label there. Nice stuff indeed. Okay, next Bats one we got is a compilation. Compilely Bats, or however the friggin' hell you say that. And this one is also, yeah, Flying Nun captured tracks re-release, and this has got tracks off the By Night EP. Yeah, remastered from the Bats EPs By Night, and here it is, Music for the Fireside, which are all pretty tough to get originals of those ones, so it's nice that this is all in one tidy little set. This is a double record, just on the orangey coloured label, I suppose you'd call that. Bit of insert action. Tell you all about these EPs, and same deal again on that one. And here we go. Awesome stuff. Right, and now getting into probably the one that a lot of people will probably know, which is Daddy's Highway. Awesome record. Yeah, this is on Flying Nun as well. This is, what have we got on here? Daddy's Highway, the track's really, really good. And of course, North by North, like that spooky dreamscape, indie New Zealand quirk, which we love. Great cover too, I love that. And then they are on the back. And just, what have we got in here? Oh, full download card. And recreate the Flying Nun logo there of the time. And yeah, it's the same on the back, just like my t-shirt. Righto, and we've got The Law of Things. There you go, another cool cover. So this has got a bonus disc of North by North remix, and what else we got in there? Straight Through My Heart, Get Fat, and Best Friend's Brain. Passed By, Downfall, Check Check, Is That All I Get For My Heart? Yeah, which I hadn't heard those songs until this reissue, because I used to only have this on CD. Another killer record, as you would expect. No info on the inside of that one. There's the back cover if I didn't already show you. Pretty cool. Would have made a nice gatefold. And just the plain labels there. Oh, and there's some info sneaking on the inside between the records that I missed. Some nice photos. There we go. Some gig action. And then that bonus disc on the with the green label. And what for me was the latest Bats album. Yeah, I'm missing a few on vinyl in between these, and also I think there's one, maybe two after this one. Yeah, this is on Flying Nun. This is a great record. Free All the Monsters. Really, really love this. Yeah, really laid back, but still got that sound that, you know, that Flying Nun Dunedin sound in there. It's still a really great record with quirks and unexpected turns, and this is like using the old Flying Nun label there, and a few bits and pieces on the inside, some lyrics so we can all sing along. Bit of studio action in the photo there, and they're actually of a size that I can read. And a nice little comic, the story behind the album of Free All Monsters. Pretty cool. And just a couple of other little Bats things. 7-inch Don't You Rise. This one's on SLR Records. And what have we got here? Oh, just a black vinyl with the black labels. And then a weird one, the Bats Plus Colophone, special holiday 7-inch record, social music record club, not for sale, no way, no how. Well, that's not true because I got charged for this record, well, this 7-inch. Cool colour on the cover there, nice design, and then again just the black. Yeah, and it's just a one-sided one, so nothing on the other side. You reckon they could have just put another song on the other side, just, you know, for the hell of it. All right, that's my Bats, man. Now for the Sneaky Feelings 1984 psychedelic kind of pop rock indie stuff. Yeah, this is a great reissue by Flying Nun. Cool double gatefold, pictures of the band and all the information you could ever want to read. What are we looking at inside? And just yeah, as you'd expect, pink labels. And the other one's exactly the same, so if you want to see that, just rewind a little bit and look at the first one because they're exactly the same. There's the back cover on there, but yeah, cool stuff. Yeah, Throwing Stones, great song. Be My Friend, yeah, really, really cool. This is a great record. Highly recommend Sneaky Feelings with Send You. Oh, making a bit of a mess down here. Oh, that was an ultra close up. Sorry about that. Cool. Now, look blue, go purple. This was because you gotta remember the clean weren't happening at the moment. Yeah, recognised as like the second wave of the Dunedin sound. Yeah, 1985. This again is a reissue. Be nice to have all originals, but just, you know, they cost a stack of money to find and tough to track down. And I do like the reissues because you get bonus stuff like this. You get all that great reading material. You get bonus tracks as well. Yeah. So this has got the album Bewitched, and it also has This Is This, plus 4 live tracks on there. And this has got, if I can get this out. Wow, look at all of that amazing blueness. This, whoa, maybe that's blowing your mind. White labels with blue print and then purple print on that side. Who would have thunk it? And I'm guessing the other one, similar deal, but look at all that purple. That'd make Prince proud. And again, same deal. Moving right along. with one of my favourites, the Abel Tasman. Well, they're all my favourites, or I wouldn't have bloody bought them, would I? With their album, A Cup of Tea and a Lie Down. Love that artwork. It's another reissue on Flying Nun. So this is indie rock band, of course, like a lot of the stuff coming out of Flying Nun at the time. Trying to get this gatefold open for you. And instead, like your average indie rock with the all the guitars and bass and drums, this one adds a bit of flute, organ and piano to the stock standard indie format. Great band, great record on the yellow label there, and comes with a bonus disc. Abel Tasman's The Tired Sun, and awesome artwork on the back there. And I think same sort of deal, but just a blue label on that one. And next, the Great Bird Nest Roys. This is like a one and done band. This was the only thing they released as far as I know. Awesome artwork. Yeah, this is the Flying Nun reissue, of course. Comes with a whole heap of information in there. And then it's got a bonus disc in the album itself, so, which has got some great photos on the inside, and pink label there. Sorry, just got to clean things up here so I know what's what. And this is pretty cool as well. A picture on the back, and then what have we got here? Oh yeah, just another colour for that record. And because you just got to do these things, you got to have, if I can get it out, 2 copies. But I think this is original or close to. Got the inner there. And hold on to your hats. We've got a different label. Now this says Flying Nun, but I don't have any other Flying Nuns with that world label on it there, so that's pretty cool. So I don't know, you know, how early this is or what pressing and all that malarkey, but I think it's early on stuff. Right, what do we got next? Bit of snapper. There you go, post-rock from Dunedin. Peter Guttridge was a co-founder of The Clean and also in the original lineup of The Chills, so brings a fair bit of pedigree to snapper. This is great. It's a EP. Great poster. And this has the old school labels that you might be familiar with Flying Nun. Very cool stuff. So that one is from 1988, I believe. Sorry, just got shit everywhere. And lastly, we're gonna go with the great Chris Knox. Yes, musician, cartoonist, artist, film reviewer, and frontman of early punk bands The Enemy, Toy Love, Can't Talk and Show Things at the same time, and yeah, primarily vocalist for the Tall Dwarfs as well. But this is one of his many solo records called Seizure. Yeah, he's a New Zealand legend and institution, and yeah, could arguably be held responsible for that whole New Zealand sound and aesthetic of the, you know, catchiness, but experimentation and ample weirdness thrown into the mix as well. Like, just look at that picture. Yeah, so this is which has got the great track, yeah, Not Given Lightly, like, which is such a beautiful song, but it's played on strange percussion, percussive instruments, which, yeah, is, you know, you'd hear that in the hands of another more straightforward band and you would be like, that'll be an instant top 40 hit. But because of these weird production ideas and lo-fi recording and that, of course, it's never going to get there. But this man is deservedly called a legend of New Zealand music and just indie music in general. This is a reissue, of course, on Flying Nun and captured tracks, like most of these ones. So most of this Flying Nun stuff should be pretty easy to get. Yeah, I think I'll finish it there. Sorry, this one's probably was a bit more disorganized than the others, but anyway, there's a whole shitload more of music for you to contemplate from the great New Zealand. The great New Zealand? The great country of New Zealand. I better press stop before I say anything else stupid or say more stupid things. Kind of like that. Let's get out of here. Thanks for lasting the distance.